Their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Vassell can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Outside Johnson. And Gobert with a block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the jumper from the wing offline.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
To the paint. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Great pass from Devin. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Over Jones. And that one's good from Conley. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Looking at last year, this opponent was a real challenge for them.
Wow, let's hear another round of applause for your Spurs Hype Squad dance team. Come on.
So it's San Antonio now. 6-point game. Sohan lays it up and banks it in.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game. And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Vassell outside. To the left wing. Releases. The shot by Sohan, no good.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside. They double him with McDaniels. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
A lottery pick. Devin Vassell has turned into a big-time.
San Antonio shooting just 37% in the game. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Over McDaniels. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota the other way with it now. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
Here's Sohan. Reid defending. Here's Wembanyama. And he converts the layup.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Minnesota shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And B.A., I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. They grab their own miss. Johnson against Conley. Here's Vassell. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Beautiful concentration from Devin Vassell. He's right where he wants to be, and he fires.
Conley finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. The three is up. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Vassell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Here's Wembanyama. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Pass to Sohan. On the wing, Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. Clock at 6. McDaniels with the rebound. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And another shot. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Vassell outside. Outside Jones. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Vassell outside. And it falls all over the rim and in. Vassell's got 5 now. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now Edwards. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Reed. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game.
His second foul.
And so it's Minnesota, a sizable. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to There Was No Stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He had 13 points and 2 steals. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problem. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Outside Jones. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And for Minnesota, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
And lately, this guy is finding points. I mean, just a beautiful second chance bucket right there.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
And for the Spurs.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Down low, Towns. And he makes it on the layup. Towns has got 10.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
On the wing, Jones. Count it. Good. Jones has gotten his first points of the night. Here's Conley. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Devin Vassell.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Anthony Edwards.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 3rd foul so far. A challenging stretch here for San Antonio. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Jones' shot is good.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Johnson. Here's Vassell. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And he's able to get it back. Jones' shot is good. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. Outside Edwards. Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Jones, the pass to Johnson. There's the triple. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's McDaniels off the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Vassell. Drives to the hoop. And he gets it to go. Vassell's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
The kick out to Edwards. Kept alive by Minnesota. Five to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Gobert, no good.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the 3rd quarter. Outside Conley. Vassell against Edwards. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Edwards got 10 points now, just in this quarter. And for the Spurs, they're shooting an excellent rate of 56% in the third quarter. Right side Johnson. Pulls up. Again, the Spurs score.
When Johnson is in attack mode, he's difficult to guard. He goes after shots with so much energy.
Here's Edwards. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they've played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
High-effort, fast-break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers, taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Shot on the wing, and the jumper is good. Give him 8 points now.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Back to Edwards. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Reed can't hit.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And stolen by Edwards. Fires it. Kept alive by Minnesota. And they pick up 2. Reed's got 5 now.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Continue to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Well, Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards.
On the court for Minnesota. Edwards and Anderson fill out the perimeter. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. The shot by Sohan, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul. First
Free throw good, Edwards. Hey, we've heard a lot of coaches say, including Warriors coach Steve Kerr, about load management. If you want to see the Stars play more often, cut the schedule back, maybe 72 games. Grant, your thoughts?
You know, B.A., this is a problem and a concern, I think, for the league. You go back 20, 30 years ago, Stars played every night when available. Now you're not seeing that with the workload and the back-to-back and the concern with players and their safety and the amounts of money they make over their contracts. 72 games is a possibility, but I prefer to keep it at 82. Maybe I'm just a traditionalist.
Anthony Edwards.
He hits the second from the line. For San Antonio, they've got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Baseline jumper. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play. He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Graham. Here's Sohan on the wing, Jones. Here's Sohan. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And here's Edwards. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Devontae Graham.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters, and you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. McDaniels comes in for Anderson. Edwards fires from way outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. Sohan, that one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Jones with the ball. He's picked up by Conley. Pass to Sohan. And Grant, you played on the Suns team whose training staff was renowned. Is that still a differentiator between teams, or has everybody caught up and on the same level now?
You know, B.A., I think everyone's caught up. You know, 15 years ago, the Suns training staff was ahead of their time. But now teams are all much more sophisticated. They understand injury prevention, rest, recovery, really aiding the players, and I think adding years for players in the back end of their careers.
2 minutes.
Here's Edwards. Drops in the layup for 2. Edwards has got 8 points in the quarter.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
The 3 is up. Vassell can't get it to go.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Edwards against Vassell. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Towns down low. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
That 3's off the mark. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Jones. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
First personal foul.
That's good from Jones.
At the line.
And good on the 2nd.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Wembanyama. Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Rudy, you guys can't.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you later.
Road and I bet that you with me. When I'm in traffic, it's always up with me. Pillsbury, man, I keep going with me. Slide to the other side, it's always a man down. Draw down, hands in the air, bait one move, get. Giving out so long, they don't even want to talk no more. Right now, no lock doors, I serve with her. She was hanging with a op. We call her Mickey, talk to the. I was on Pinedale, assault. Back in the day, in the block. Fast forward now, I'm investing in stock. I put a on that. Don't play, cause I'm very invested in.
Push the off of the porch or hit the if it happens to.
Well, that's it for this episode, but we will be back with Season 10 of NBA 2K TV in NBA 2K24. And remember, we'll be live on September 8th on 2K Day. Don't miss it.
Until then, as always, enjoy the game.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Now, Cade Cunningham is learning from the Pistons' bad boy legends. He said the whole time they were talking about nothing soft. What stuck with me more than anything was just about how everybody carried themselves, and it matched why they won so many games. That's something I try to live by. Back to you guys.
Well, it's part of that organization, and it is some kind of inspiration. Thanks, David. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for Detroit, the backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster, guys hungry to prove they belong.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge. And speaks to just how far this team has come. I think he may need to take.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games and 2 wins.
Okay, let's get it. New vacated Cali scouting.
Cause I need a bag and a new bag to put up in it. When try to without a bag, I get offended. Talking bad but act like fans up in my mentions. Okay, let's get it. And he start dissing. Getting to the chicken, my runners all need a ribbon. No, I got.
Hey, I'm Victor, and you're watching NBA 2K TV.
Happy to have you with us for NBA. Allie.
Well, Cade Cunningham.
Thanks, Allie. Well, it's still early here. The season just underway, Brent. In your estimation, how long do you really have to find your footing as a team?
Yeah, I think for some teams, the sooner the better, BA. That makes a coach relax a little bit. But for the most part, you're talking about 30 games into the year when all of a sudden you start to feel like the identity has established, the roles are clear, and you're going to start really digging in on how deep you can get into the playbook.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Detroit, it's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. So Grant Ivy gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, B.A. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
Now here's Edwards. Releases from the wing and drills it. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. Over Edwards. Ivy's shot is off. Here's Edwards, plenty of space. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Here's Ivy. Who poked away. And stolen by Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Offensive board. It's good. Edwards has got 8.
Shooting 4 or 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel-good.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Outside Conley. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Takes it.
Throw down. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Detroit calls timeout.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Here's Duran. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Ivy's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Down low. And Edwards slams it in.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Thompson with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards. 12 points for him. Three-pointer. Duran with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Over Edwards. Rebound Minnesota.
Yeah, this has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to Cunningham. Over Conley. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Here comes the fun, Detroit. Hit the piston dancer.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Morris in for... And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in for Reed. Anthony Edwards comes in for McDaniels, and it's Alexander Walker in for Mike Conley. 43 seconds left to play in the first, and that one's good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Timberwolves shooting right around 57%. Very efficient so far in the first.
Wow! So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 4-3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Taking 3 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second one.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Second.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
One second left. The shot no good. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Your Pistons, 18. The Timberwolves, 34.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Duren. Kevin Porter is out there with Ivy. Then there's James Wiseman. And it's Grimes in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. to the paint. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Pass to Wiseman. Shoots over Anderson. And it's Wiseman missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
For the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Wiseman. Thompson comes in for Grimes. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Porter Jr.
And they've won the battle on the board so far. And the
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Duran, defended by Gobert. Cunningham outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ivy. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
That's all you can do against Ivy. You know, sometimes he's going to bury a shot just right in your face.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. So he gets them both. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. And Ivy pulls it down.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Well, they've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Detroit calls timeout. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Edwards. Shot is up. Duran with a rebound. For Detroit, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Let's go with a 3. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Third personal foul.
I like how Cunningham just refuses to settle on the play. He gets his shot off and then gets himself fouled.
And he hits the first of 3.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
And Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you'd know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, B.A. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
What an athletic play from Towns. Rising up over the defense to hammer in the alley-oop.
This Pistons squad struggling. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Pass to Ivy. Over Edwards. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Back to Cunningham, and there's a 3-second violation.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Thompson, first personal foul. 13
They throw good, Edwards.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And for the Pistons, they're shooting just under 40% from the field. Here's Ivy. Stewart's got space. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
The basket will count.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 17-7 run. And Edwards slams it in.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
The Pistons have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Duren. Back to Cunningham. Rebound Minnesota.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And the Pistons shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. And he's going for the oop here. Duren, no good.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Second personal foul, team 4. Shooting for Minnesota, McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him, and the game is growing by leaps and bounds globally. How does the league continue to ride that wave?
Well, I'll tell you, B.A., it's not hurting that you have an MVP that comes from Europe. I mean, Nikola Jokic bringing a lot of attention back to the league with his dominant play over here. But Commissioner Silver continues to explore all the corners in which he can continue to introduce the game, introduce the entertainment, and introduce the community aspect of what being a partner with the NBA is all about.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now here's Reed. He's guarded closely. Edwards, a pass to Towns. Here's Edwards. Six to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Outside McDaniels. To the left side wing. Reed for 3. And he can't get that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And they'll be reaching the back half of a 4-game home stretch. Pass to Duren. Cunningham with the ball.
Minnesota 5.
Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Morris comes in for Anthony Edwards. So as we conclude the first half.
Your Pistons.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was all Anthony Edwards all the time in the first quarter. He had 40 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, their success from the free throw line is big tonight. They absolutely were determined to take it to the hole and not be denied. We saw them dictating the action, finishing strong and asking for more.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
And that's a...
Keeping us all in motion.
And there was Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's Ivy. Back to Thompson. Pass to Stewart. And here's Ivy from the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And he lobs it up. And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
And Detroit is shooting only 36% so far in this game. About a minute played here in the second half. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the big man, Isaiah Stewart, just relied upon to bring physicality and aggression to the floor, something he does well.
And Stewart is one of those guys that you can count on to provide energy.
No doubt, B.A. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to be ferocious down there. And I like how he focuses on taking higher percentage shots.
The kick out to Edwards. They get it back. Gobert over Cunningham. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Edwards has got 42 in the game. Here's the Pistons with the ball. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here's Ivy. Sweet little floater. Ivy's got 8.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got 44.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Thompson outside. Cunningham up top. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Edwards fires from way outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Thompson. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Now here's Stewart. Here's Ivy. And Conley grabs the miss.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
And here's the Mobile One drive. A great move to get right to the cup.
And he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
Pass to Ivy. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Now Cunningham. He's guarded by Conley. And here's Ivy from the arc. On target from range. Ivy's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
And here's Edwards from downtown. And they recover it. Towns passes to Edwards. And he's going for the lob. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, How do you box a guy out like Towns?
Pass to Ivy. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And Edwards slams it in.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Inside, Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
And you know, his last season in college, Ivy's vision was much improved, and he's continuing that here.
Second chance shot. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. That shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Outside Conley. Left side Edwards. Basket counts. Edwards has got 49 in the game.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 5th foul.
With 4 personals now.
Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Grimes comes in for Cunningham. Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Conley. Porter against Morris. Pass to Grimes. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. No problems knocking that one down. Thompson's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now Morris. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Tries a 10-footer. And another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Hey, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's Minnesota, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way.
It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Wiseman is out there with Duren, and it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Ivy. Here's Wiseman. It's good. Off the glass. Wiseman's got 11 in the second half.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
So for the Pistons, Fournier comes in for Thompson, and it's Flynn in for Cade Cunningham. The Pistons have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Edwards against Fournier. He's off on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Poke loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Duran touched it last. Pistons on D. Outside Edwards. And the NBA trying some new things. One of them is the Elam ending, playing to a target score. So far, it's used in the All-Star game. Maybe more?
Well, there's been talk, BA, about using it in the midseason tournament if that ever becomes a thing in the NBA, and I think we're on the road to seeing that come to fruition. I actually would love it outside of the midseason tournament and do it for some regular season games, because that's another swath of games that become more entertaining and more interesting because you're introducing the target score ending.
And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside Fournier. And stolen by Edwards. Over Ivy. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Fournier. Now Wiseman. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And Ivy has no fear when it comes to getting inside. He's got a strong frame and doesn't mind taking contact when he has to.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Now here's Edwards. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, BA, first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And the Pistons shooting 27% here in the fourth. Fournier against Edwards. Yep, that one goes.
And Fournier trying to score inside, showing off a little bit of his touch.
Clark outside. Here's Edwards.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
First personal foul. 13 foul. Substitution.
Here's Garza.
Troy Brown.
Pass to Edwards. From outside the arc. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Flynn. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Duran. And Gobert with a block. Brown against Edwards. Pass to Flynn. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, granted, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question. In the first half, he was getting himself to the line quite a bit. Since then, he's been a little less aggressive.
Wiseman, he's checked in for the Pistons. Back to Flynn. Brown against Edwards. Pass to Fournier. No good on the three. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Edwards with it. From the high post. No good there. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. It's Brown on the wing.
2 minutes
Here's Flynn.
remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Right side Fournier. It's blocked by Gobert. And they're able to recover. It's been all Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Here's Flynn. Kept alive. Wiseman. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And Wiseman just has that great rebounding range to be in there and make something happen for a second chance bucket.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
Just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this, and yeah. So that's funny, but that's really precise. Like it's impressive. Do they scan every player or?
Only the creme de la creme. Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the Pacers last season traded their...
I like that perspective. Thanks, DA. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for the Pacers, the guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is up there with Turner. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 spot. And Doris, the quickness both of these teams possess should make this an interesting game. We could see a lot of transition play.
Neither of these teams is going to be under duress of the shot clock. I am curious to find out which team not only plays quickly, but does so without turning it over. That maximizes their possession. That team, I think, has a real shot of winning this basketball game.
Clock at 4. Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards, driving the lane.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
And the pass to Mathurin. And here is Neesmith. Pass to Mathurin. Cans it from downtown.
And we've seen Mathurin become a volume three-point shooter, which is understandable given these results.
Up top, Edwards. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. 2 points. That one goes. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Neesmith. 9-point game his last outing. Turner against Gobert. Halliburton in the corner. Over Conley. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And guys, a bit of a surprise with the change of scenery for Halliburton.
Oh, I'd say so, Greg, because this guy was the number 12 pick just a year before, had a outstanding start to his career his first year in Sacramento. I don't think there's any doubt this guy will continue to shine in a new uniform.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And he sinks the second. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now here's Conley. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Now, here's Neesmith. Guarded closer. To the paint, here's Turner. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Siakam against Towns. Here's Mathurin. That shot misses. Gobert with the defensive effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Siakam. And Doris, these Pacers, the first full season after the big trade that came last year.
Kevin, I think they felt like they had to do something to shake things up. A big drop-off in production over the last 2 years. That was after an extended run of playoff appearances. So what you hope is a guy as young as Tyrese Halliburton, with the skill set he has, can have an immediate impact and start to raise your trajectory.
He's off on the second. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Now here's Towns, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Edwards, that's good.
Edwards, the assist. Carl Anthony Towns.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
And Towns throws it down.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Indiana moving the ball around. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Indiana. 3-pointer. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. Launches a 3, and Indiana another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Edwards. He dishes it to Conley. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves.
Carl Anthony.
2 things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Carl Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Now, here's Siakam. And here is Neesmith. Out left to the wing. Mathurin. And Indiana, another 3.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Here's Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed, he's checked in for Carl Anthony Towns. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Nembhard. Here's Mathurin over Anderson. And it's Mathurin missing. Edwards passes to Anderson, and he makes good on the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Nembhard. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. The offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
And Greg, you watch Mathurin. He is built to score at this NBA level.
Excellent spot-up shooter. He plays above the rim, and once he gets more comfortable scoring off the bounce, watch out.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Edwards. 13 points in the game. Reed the pass to Edwards. Buries it down low. And that's 15 points for Anthony Edwards.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Passes it to Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Toppin. Good D by Anderson.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pacers trail by 3. Pass to Mathurin. The pass to McConnell. Over Morris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Morris. Siakam is up there with Miles Turner. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Nembhard in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Neesmith. Back to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
Outside Edwards. They need this. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Passes it to Nembhard. Off the left rim and out. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Pistons in Detroit. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. And a change for the Timberwolves. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Edwards finds Anderson. Let's go. Edwards can't hit. Indiana's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
Guys, you think about this Indiana Pacers proud organization. They have not been to a conference finals since 2014. And consider when they did get into the playoffs, they were bounced in the first round several times.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. And for this Pacers franchise, Doris, they took a step backwards last season.
Kevin, there's no doubt about it. Their worst record in over 30 years. But you know what? I really like what they did. They shuffled the deck player-wise. They brought in a new head coach. Sometimes you have to take that step backward to go 2 steps forward.
Pass to Nembhard. Shoots the 3. That's good. And it's Halliburton with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Toppin with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Neesmith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Edwards, count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Give them a huge hand.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. They trail by 1. A minute 42 left in the first half. That one's not going to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Indiana's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Halliburton outside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards kicks to Towns. Conley the pass to Edwards. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Assist goes to
Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Now the pass to Nembhard. Here's Neesmith. No good on the 3. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. And it's Towns missing. Indiana's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Pass to Nembhard. And here is Turner. Indiana moving the ball around. No good with the triple. Minnesota leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards passes to Towns. That one good for 2. Towns has got 14 points for the game.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Tyrese Halliburton go to the line here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert, and he's got his first chance at the line here. 16 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside, Towns. Down low, here's Edwards. It's tipped.
Oh, my goodness. Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe. Send it back defensively.
And Toppin throws it down.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start.
I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. There was no stopping Anthony Edwards in the first half. He had 29 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He's got one of those streaks going lately where it doesn't seem like he can be stopped. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor.
And it's just about time.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point.
Tyrese Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. With the shot, Neesmith can't get it to go. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Passes to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Siakam left side. Shoots over Towns. Siakam misses. Timberwolves leading by 6.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. He's off on the first. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. At the elbow, it's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Gets the bucket and the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Halliburton may have a lean frame, but right there he shows you how balanced he is. Fights off the defense on the way up. That's nice.
The Pacers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Here's Towns. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
Pacers trailed by 6. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Mathurin. Second shot opportunity. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Second chance points always hurt. There's not enough effort.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns.
One shot.
Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. And that one falls for Walker.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
To the middle. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. They lead by 1. And there's the pass to Walker.
2 minutes.
Here's Mathurin. 16 points for him. Nembhard buried from 15 feet out. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter.
And nice read for Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
For 3, Edwards. Walker with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And that one, good. Now it's a 5-point Indiana lead.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Back to McConnell. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Nemo. Here's Walker. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Walker's got 5 now. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Edwards inside. Free throw line jump shot. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Morris against McConnell. Pass to Mathurin. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. He's perfect from the line this time. Indiana leading. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Anderson. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little, and finally now taking the lead.
Halliburton outside. Looking to end the run. With the clock running down. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle review the game plan with his guys.
Look, you can score, but we're getting seduced into a It's the final
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. The guard pair, Halliburton and Mathurin. Siakam is up there with Nesmith, and it's Turner in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Edwards can't hit, and Indiana shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so it's Indiana with it. Indiana moving the ball around. Conley against Halliburton. Outside Turner. This is it to Nesmith from outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Edwards can't hit. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Halliburton finds Turner. Here's Nesmith. Edwards defending. Pass to Mathurin. Now here's Nesmith. Indiana again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Trailing by 2. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Here's the teardrop. Nesmith can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And Edwards with the stop.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And Edwards with the stop.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
And so it's Indiana with it. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. There's the pass to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Here's Mathurin. Here's Neesmith. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only one bucket and 5 attempts.
Pacers trailed by 3. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got assist number 7 for him tonight. To the inside. Edwards finds Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, wreaking havoc with his size down there. The stifled power, Rudy Gobert, assertive, my goodness.
He doesn't get the second one. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Mathurin. It's good. Mathurin's got 25 points.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Turner passes to Mathurin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
And the Timberwolves call timing. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? Oh!
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
For Indiana, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Halliburton for 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game, and that one drops for him. Conley's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Siakam passes to Neesmith. Here's Mathurin. Edwards defending. Turner trying to free himself up.
And wow, Mathurin, the youngster, making his presence known.
Edwards can't hit.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Neesmith, the pass to Turner. And he uses the glass on the lane. Now it's a 4-point Pacer lead.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Here's Edwards. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Siakam. Edwards passes to Towns. Count it. Towns has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Pass to Neesmith. Here's the three. A shot off that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Edwards. And too long on the shot. It's stolen by Edwards. There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
Siakam with it. Now guarded by Towns. 1:21 left in the game. Edwards looking it over. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles' turn.
People are holding their breath a little, wondering if Edwards can take care of business here.
2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Halliburton finds Siakam. Count that one.
Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. Towns with the defensive effort. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's good!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Driving in, and Edwards with the stop.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 6. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
How about your Pace Mates Dance team, everyone? Show them some love. Your Indiana Pace Mates are turning the temperature up. Let's dance.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now, Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. From outside, off the mark. For 3, Edwards. Pacers with the rebound. Releases. And it's Mathurin missing. And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Take a picture, yeah, feeling all this. Yeah. 남기지 말고 오늘 밤을 넌 아끼지마. 너가 데려온 친구 전부 세워놓고 음악 볼륨을 키워도 천장을 뚫어버릴 정도.
Probably both. It all depends on the overall, honestly.
Which part of your game do you want to see most portrayed in NBA 2K?
Mostly just shooting and the hustle plays.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on. Thanks for joining us here on 2K. Hey, Alec.
John Moran, a first-time All-Star in 2022.
Indeed. Thanks, Alec. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Brandon Clark out there with Jackson. And it's Conchar in at the 3. And for Minnesota, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the 1. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even-keeled. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
Now here's Edwards. And the 3 off target. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Towns. McDaniels passes to Conley. Now here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the score by Minnesota.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
The free throw drops for Morant. Well, Richard, it's hard to believe it's been over 20 years since the Grizzlies came to Memphis.
Brian, it has been crazy. And look, they have been a playoff team more often than not in that time. But this could be the best era yet for the Grizzly organization. They've got a great core of young players and are strong on both ends of the floor.
Here's Morant after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Jackson outside. Outside Bane. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Conley finds Edwards. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 5 now.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Back to Bane. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
McDaniels. And no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Oh, there's the alley. Bane with it. He's picked up by Conley. Stolen by Conley. Towns passes to McDaniels. And that one drops for him.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Memphis trailing here. Now Morant. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Jackson outside. 6 on the shot clock. A good look from Bane. Edwards pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
For Memphis, they've called 1 of 4 to begin this one. Memphis calls timeout. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
On the wing, Conchar. Payne against Edwards. Here's Conchar. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the basket by Payne.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Towns, that's good.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Outside Payne. From deep, Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And that was good. Payne's got 6.
If anybody has questioned why John Morant went 2nd overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Morris in for Conley. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Aldama's checked in for Clark. Watanabe comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Kennard, he's checked in for Conchar. And Smart subbed in for Payne. And Edwards slams it in.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Smart. And here's Kennard. Back to Smart. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Marcus Smart is one of the toughest players in this league, mentally and physically. So willing to sacrifice himself on a play, on both ends.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He's been a force of nature, and that drive just another of his great plays this game.
Kennard has the open look. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more. Smart's toughness does really stand out on defense, though, Richard.
Yeah, because he gets right.
Oh, my goodness. How about that?
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
And stolen by Edwards. Driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. The Grizzlies have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Pass to Kennard. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Kennard's got 5.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
No good on that one.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Here's Smart. Outside, Williams. Pass to Aldama. The 3. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. 1:21 left in the first quarter here. Now Williams. Smart right side. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
And Reed with a basket on the assist from Morris. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. Outside, Williams. Back to Smart. Pass to Kennard. Here's Watanabe. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Smart outside. And Morris over to help. Pass to Watanabe. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Well, if they're doubling you, then you know someone is open to shoot. So smart move passing it out.
Kennard. First personal foul. Third team
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Smart with the ball. Here's Aldama. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves ahead, up 8. Quarter number 2 coming up.
Ready to move?
Right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
Timberwolves dancers. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for Memphis, Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. John Conchar is out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bain against Edwards. Over Bain. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Gobert. 4 on the clock. Another shot. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Conchar. McDaniels covering. Here's Conchar. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Morant. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Good. He's got 8 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Edwards slams it in.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Outside Bain. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Conchar's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Minnesota calls time here. fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. Edwards against Morant. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 4 points in the quarter. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs. And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Oh, deflected. Here's Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his third assist of the night.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now. That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Outside Morant. Going inside. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Edwards, a pass to Conley. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Mike Conley.
That free throw, no good.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves...
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Anthony Edwards is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in for Conley. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Aldama's checked in for Clark. Kennard comes in for Conchar. Williams is checked in for Bane. And Smart subbed in for Ja Morant. And that one drops.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter.
You got to be able to capitalize at the free throw line. They're really struggling with that this quarter.
Team is in the penalty.
Free throw good, Edwards.
He hasn't drawn as many fouls this quarter. Isn't playing with the same edge he started out with.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 20 seconds left in the first half of this game. It's Smart on the wing, guarded by Morris. Smart passes to Jackson. And the basket is good. Jackson's got 6.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's been an offensive force.
66. 55.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, it was all Anthony Edwards all the time in the first quarter. He ended up with 33 points, 2 steals, and 3 assists. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
They played with terrific intensity so far, going right at the defense and winning themselves trips to the line. And all those free points can really add up fast. That's how they built up this lead for the most part.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that's a...
Time to get up and make some noise.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Shot is good by Edwards.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Outside Bane. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Conchar. McDaniels covering. Back to Bane. Shoots. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Shot is good by Edwards.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. Here's Conchar. Outside Bane. And here's Morant. Clock at 6. Now here's Bane. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. McDaniels, that's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Bane, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And Edwards slams it in.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Outside Bane. Now Morant. He's got 7. Jackson outside. From deep, Bane gets the 3 to fall. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
Here's Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
First team foul. At the line for his
free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Memphis is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Conchar. Back to Morant. Jackson outside. Here's Conchar. Soft touch off the glass. Conchar's got his 2nd basket on the night.
Not the best pick I've seen, but look, hey, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
McDaniels finds Conley. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Timeout called, Memphis. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money too.
Rudy Gobert. First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. And he makes the first. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Morris comes in for Anthony Edwards. The Grizzlies, and some changes here for the Timberwolves. Anderson comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Anthony Edwards in for Mike Conley.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get him back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like it.
Pass to Aldama. Here's Williams. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Minnesota has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Here's Edwards on the take. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And what a drive that was. Replay courtesy of Mobile One.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Smart passes to Williams. A minute 15 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's long.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Anderson. Back to Edwards. Over Williams. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Williams. Kennard with it. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. Back to Kennard. Uncovered. They get the rebound. Jackson. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Jackson's got 8.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kennard. Watanabe's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Edwards against Kennard. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 49 in the game.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Smart outside over Morris. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Minnesota firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And stolen by Edwards. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Derrick Rose is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Yuta Watanabe. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Aldama. Kennard outside. Now Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Williams from long range. Drops in the 3. Williams has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Minnesota has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Edwards against Williams. And Edwards slams it in.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
The Grizzlies shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Outside, Williams. No good on the triple. Edwards against Kennard. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 56 in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And here is Williams. Pass to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Second personal foul.
For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect, and it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Off the inbound, and Edwards slams it in.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. Now here's Bain. Over Edwards. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Towns. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Shot clock at 6. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run. To the middle. And it's powered home by Towns.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Here's Conchar. Now here's Clark. Outside Bain. From deep, Morant hits a three-pointer.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
B.A., I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Shoots from the elbow. They get it again. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
And the second free throw is good.
They're doing great work at the free throw line this half. That bodes well for their chances to close out this game.
Pass to Williams. Jackson with it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders just are just forced to foul him.
And he knocks down the first one. And the NBA always tinkering with the rule book, Richard. Any rules you'd like to see changed? The Richard Jefferson effect?
No, well, a lot of people ask me about the 4-point shot, and I just tell them, do you see where Steph and Clay and Damian Lillard are shooting from now? Where are you going to put a 4-point shot? All we're going to do is reward those guys for a skill that they already have. And I think sometimes you also have to look at the impact that it will have on the game of basketball. If you just have kids trying to shoot these shots or trying to see where they can come from, then you have no idea what it will do to their skill impact. So I don't think that would be a good thing for the game of basketball.
Man, the defender really went after him.
McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Clark. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. Towns passes to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
The first free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Watanabe's checked in for Jaren Jackson. So both teams changing it up here. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Edwards. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Conley against Morant. Smart for 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Naz Reid.
Man, good whistle there.
The free throw drops for Clark. Man, there are a lot of insane records in the end. Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Yuta Watanabe. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win. So both teams making some changes here.
At the line for Minnesota, Naz Reid. At the line for 1.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Smart outside. Back to Morant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that.
At the line for Minnesota, Miller. 1 shot.
1 shot. And the free throw, no good. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. And there's the lob. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Edwards for 3. And they get it back. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.